Welcome to WWDC. We are excited to kick things off with this morning's announcements. It's something only Apple can do. Today we're going to make some of our biggest announcements ever at WWDC.
Introducing the 15-inch MacBook Air.
It starts with a design that's astonishingly thin and light, yet feels incredibly solid and durable. It's only 11.5 millimeters thin, making it the world's thinnest 15-inch laptop. And it's easy to carry around at just over 3 pounds. It features MagSafe charging, 2 Thunderbolt ports, and a headphone jack for versatile connectivity. And it comes in 4 gorgeous finishes, including Midnight and Starlight. The Air has a brilliant liquid retina display with an expansive 15.3-inch screen that's surrounded by thin 5mm borders, so you can see even more of your content. And with up to 500 nits of brightness and support for 1 billion colors, everything looks remarkably rich and vibrant. It has a great 1080p camera for video calls, along with a 3-mic array, so you come through loud and clear. And the new Air sounds awesome. With 6 speakers, including force-canceling woofers, it delivers immersive spatial audio. All of this is enabled by the M2 chip. The new Air is 12 times faster than the fastest Intel-based MacBook Air, and it gets an astonishing 18 hours of battery life. When compared to the best-selling 15-inch PC laptop with a Core i7 processor, MacBook Air is up to twice as fast, and its display is twice the resolution and 25% brighter. Even with better performance and a better display, you still get up to 50% more battery life than on the PC. That's the new 15-inch MacBook Air. It has an expansive display, the incredible performance of M2, a 6-speaker sound system, and tremendous battery life, all in the world's thinnest 15-inch laptop.
And it starts at just $12.99 and $11.99 for education. An incredible value for such an incredible laptop. You can order it today, and it'll be available next week. We're also excited that the 13-inch MacBook Air now starts at $10.99, $100 less than before. And the 13-inch Air with M1 remains in the lineup at $9.99. Introduced last year, Mac Studio is an entirely new product designed specifically for pros. Today, we're excited to give Mac Studio its first big update.
First, Mac Studio is getting the immensely capable M2 Max, and it's a performance powerhouse. Developers can build new versions of apps at warp speed with up to 25% faster performance than M1 Max. Motion graphics designers using After Effects can render up to 50% faster than M1 Max. Mac Studio with M2 Max is also 4 times faster than the most powerful Intel-based iMac. And that's not all. Today, we're adding one final chip to the M2 family, taking Mac performance to new heights. Introducing M2 Ultra. It is a monster of a chip. Connecting 2 M2 Max die together with our groundbreaking UltraFusion architecture, it doubles the performance of M2 Max. The 24-core CPU in M2 Ultra delivers 20% faster performance than M1 Ultra. And its 76-core GPU is 30% faster than M1 Ultra. Finally, the 32-core Neural Engine is 40% faster. And M2 Ultra can support an enormous 192 gigabytes of unified memory, which is 50% more than M1 Ultra, enabling it to do things other chips just can't do. So that's M2 Ultra, our largest and most capable chip ever. And today, we're bringing M2 Ultra to Mac Studio, taking performance even further. Compared to Mac Studio with M1 Ultra, colorists using DaVinci Resolve will see up to 50% faster video processing than before. 3D artists using Octane can now render up to 3 times faster. And with M2 Ultra's media engine, video editors can play back a mind-blowing 22 streams of 8K ProRes video. No other computer in the world comes close. Mac Studio with M2 Ultra is also a whopping 6 times faster than the most powerful Intel-based iMac. For connectivity, Mac Studio now has higher bandwidth HDMI, enabling up to 8K resolution and 240 Hz frame rates. And with M2 Ultra, it can support an incredible 6 Pro display XDRs, driving over 100 million pixels. So that's the new Mac Studio. And we're not done yet. Introducing Mac Pro with Apple Silicon. Every Mac Pro comes with the outrageous performance of M2 Ultra. Now, every Mac Pro has Afterburner performance built in. And not just one, but the performance of 7 Afterburner cards. It's incredible. When using 6 video I/O cards, Mac Pro can ingest 24 4K camera feeds and encode them to ProRes in real time, all on a single machine. It's available in both tower and rack mount enclosures. So that's the new Mac Pro, powered by Apple Silicon.
Mac Studio with M2 Max still starts at $19.99, an incredible value for Pro users. Mac Pro starts at $69.99. You can order both products today, and they'll be available next week.
Let's start with iOS. Our next release, iOS 17, delivers more expressive communication, simplified sharing, more intelligent input, and all new experiences for your iPhone. And we're making a big update to the phone app this year with personalized contact posters. You get to customize exactly how you're represented when you give people a call. Contact posters feature beautiful treatments for both photos and memoji, paired with eye-catching typography. And in Chinese and Japanese, the new layout with vertical text looks incredible. It's also part of your contact card, so you'll have a consistent look across the places where you communicate and share. Decide on the image, font, and color. The possibilities are endless. And when calls come your way, whether they're from your neighbor, your friend, or your boss, they're going to stand out in a whole new way. And for developers, this all works with CallKit, live voicemail. Sometimes when a call comes in from an unknown number, it's hard to know whether it's one you want to pick up. Now, when someone calls you and leaves a message, you'll see a live transcription in real time as they speak, so you can decide whether to step out and take the call. Thanks to the power of the Neural Engine, live voicemail transcriptions are handled on device, preserving your privacy. FaceTime, where we've added one of our most requested communication features. Now, when you call someone on FaceTime and they aren't available, you'll be able to leave a message.
Messages is the way we stay connected with the people who matter most. First, search is more powerful and precise with the addition of search filters. So now you can start a search and then add additional terms to narrow the results to find exactly what you're looking for. Next, a new catch-up arrow in the top right of your conversation lets you jump to the first message you haven't seen. It's perfect on busy days when the group chat is blowing up. We've also made replying inline faster than ever. Just swipe to reply on any bubble. And for those times when you get an audio message but you aren't able to listen right away, they're now transcribed so you can read them in the moment and listen later. Finally, location sharing now lets you keep track of your friend's location directly in the conversation. Check-in. Whether you're walking home after dark or going for an early morning run, you can start check-in with a family member or friend to let them know when you get home safely. As soon as you arrive, check-in automatically detects that you're home and lets your friend know. But if something unexpected were to happen while you're on your way, it can recognize that you're not making progress towards your destination and check in with you. And if you don't respond, it can automatically share useful information such as your current location and the route you took. And they'll also be able to see your battery level and cell service status so they know if you might be able to take their call. And any information shared with your friend is end-to-end encrypted. We also have an updated design for how you get to all your iMessage apps. They used to live above your keyboard, and now they are gracefully tucked away, giving your conversations this sleek new look. With just a tap of this new plus button, you'll see all the things you send the most, a brand new stickers experience. By tapping the plus button and then tapping stickers, you'll see the brand new drawer that brings all my stickers into one place, like my recently used stickers, Memoji, and any sticker packs I've downloaded. And we've made all emoji into stickers. I can peel and stick an emoji sticker, and I can rotate and resize it too. By tapping the new Live Stickers tab, I see all the stickers I've made with my own photos. Let me show you how I made these. I'll tap the plus button. I can pick any one of these photos and turn it into a sticker. And check this out. When I tap on the Live Photos tab, I see all of the live photos that will make great animated stickers. Why don't we make a sticker out of this one? And just like that, it gets added right into my Live Stickers tab. From there, I can send my sticker inline or peel and stick like this. You can also add effects to live stickers. When you tilt your phone in messages, they really come to life.
Name drop. With name drop, you can just bring your phones close together. You'll see the same contact poster we talked about for phone calls, and you can easily choose the phone numbers and email addresses you want to share along with it. And share them just like that. You can use name drop with an iPhone and an Apple Watch too. When you want to share the stunning photos you took on your latest adventure, again, just bring your phones close together. It's that simple. And for those times when someone is sending over a ton of photos or a large video file and you need to step away, you can now leave AirDrop range and your content will continue to send securely in full quality over the internet. You can also bring your devices together to instantly kick off a shared activity using SharePlay. Like when you're going for a run and want to share some music to stay on the same beat. And for developers, this will work automatically for apps that support SharePlay. So you can bring your phones together to watch the same live stream on Twitch, or jump into a coding game together with Emoji. It's never been easier to share. The keyboard and dictation. Autocorrect is powered by on-device machine learning, and over the years, we've continued to advance these models. The keyboard now leverages a transformer language model, which is state-of-the-art for word prediction, making autocorrect more accurate than ever. When it comes to speeding up your typing, predictive text already helps you quickly finish, add, or change a word. And now you'll get predictions in line as you type, so finishing a word or even the whole sentence is as easy as tapping the space bar. Another core part of the keyboard is dictation, which gets a new transformer-based speech recognition model that leverages the neural engine to make dictation even more accurate. Let's talk about some exciting new experiences we're bringing to iOS 17.
Being reminded of life's special moments is a really powerful thing. For instance, we often hear about how much people love watching memory movies created from their photos. So we wanted to create a new way to help people not only remember, but also write about their experiences, inspired by rich details from their day, including people, places, activity, and even music, in addition to photos. Today, we're excited to introduce Journal, a brand new app coming to iPhone later this year. Using on-device machine learning, your iPhone can create personalized suggestions of moments to inspire your writing. And you control what to include when you enable suggestions and which ones to save to your journal. And for developers, suggestions will be available as an API, so they can be used in their apps too. Let's look at this one of a trip. It includes where you went, the music you listened to, and photos you took there. You can add these to your journal in one tap. And when you do, there's even a writing prompt like, what was the highlight of your visit? So it's easy to get started. And to stay consistent, you can schedule notifications for the start or end of your day to remind you to write and to tell you when new suggestions are available. Your suggestions and entries are incredibly personal, and Journal is designed to keep them private. With on-device processing, end-to-end encryption, and the ability to lock your journal, no one but you can access it, not even Apple.
Standby. Just by turning iPhone on its side while charging, you get a new, full-screen experience with glanceable information designed to be viewed at a distance. Swipe up to choose from a range of beautiful clock styles. Swipe to the side, and you can look back on your favorite moments in photos. Standby automatically shuffles through your best shots, taking full advantage of the screen. It also embraces the power of widgets, which are more glanceable than ever. With a quick swipe on each widget stack, you can see the current weather, home controls, or your favorite third-party widgets. And since these are smart stacks, just like on the home screen, they automatically surface the right information at the right time, like your schedule before a meeting starts. With support for live activities, you can also see the score of the game or when your food delivery is arriving. Siri in Standby works great, with rich visual results that are easy to view, and it's just as easy to ask to play music or set a timer hands-free. At night, when you're charging iPhone, Standby adapts to low light, taking on a beautiful red tone to help you sleep. And for each place you charge with MagSafe, Standby will remember your preferred view. You need to simply say Siri to activate Siri. And now you can issue back-to-back commands without needing to say Siri again. In Maps, you can select an area and download a map to your device to use when you're offline. And in Photos, the People album is better than ever at spotting your favorite people, and now can even recognize the cats and dogs that are part of your family too. And that's iOS 17. iPadOS powers iPad, our most versatile device, and it enables our users to do so many things. And just last month, we further stretched the bounds of what's possible in iPad by bringing Final Cut Pro and Logic Pro, our industry-leading professional video and music creation apps, to iPad, redesigned from the ground up to be a touch-first, all-pro experience for the next generation of creators, bringing new levels of personalization and making iPad even more capable, starting with widgets and the lock screen. Now, we've made widgets interactive, and I can take action directly in the widget without even opening an app. So I can not only see my reminders, I can also tap one to mark it as complete right here. And as I do, the widget gracefully animates it away. At home, I can control my lights right from the home widget and start playing an album with the music widget. And developers can add interactivity to their widgets too. I can learn something new with flashcards from Quizlet and track it with streaks right away. Our users love personalizing the iPhone lock screen, so we're bringing that experience to iPad. Just tap and hold to get started. There are so many wonderful wallpaper options, like Photo Shuffle, Weather, and Emoji, and new ones like Kaleidoscope with those vibrant jewels and flowers. And when you select a live photo, we use an advanced machine learning model to synthesize additional frames to create a gorgeous, smooth, slow motion effect whenever you wake iPad. Also, we've optimized wallpapers like astronomy for the large display on iPad. Of course, I can personalize it and now choose from any of the planets in the solar system, each with incredible detail. And Earth just looks stunning at this scale. I can tap the time to adjust the font and the color, and even change the font weight to get it just right. Here on the left, there's also a space to add widgets. The lock screen is a great place to see information at a glance and even perform quick actions, live activities. So now, right from the lock screen, you can keep track of a food order with Uber Eats, travel plans with Flighty, the score with Major League Soccer, or a timer of multiple timers. We truly live in an age of wonders. Let's talk about an app that we're excited to bring to iPadOS for the first time: Health. The Health app has been designed to take advantage of the larger screen on iPad, so you can see rich details at a glance. And for developers, HealthKit comes to iPad, opening up new ways to build innovative health and fitness experiences. Like Rise, who's built these compelling visualizations as part of their new iPad app.
iPad is the best device for PDFs. Thanks to new machine learning models, iPadOS can identify the fields in a PDF, so you can use autofill to quickly fill them out, with information like names, addresses, and emails from your contacts. This even works on documents you scan with the camera. And if you need to sign it, you can add a safe signature or make a new one with Apple Pencil. When you're ready, you can easily reply back with your completed form in Mail. Another place where we keep PDFs is in the Notes app. It's great for capturing almost any information, and it's getting a big upgrade that gives you brand new ways to organize, read, annotate, and collaborate on PDFs. PDFs sit right inside your notes. You have all the note-taking capabilities of the app, and the PDF is expanded to a full-width view. You can quickly review the document, flip through pages, and annotate using Apple Pencil. You can keep multiple PDFs in the same note, which is great for keeping related files together as you work. PDFs and notes are also fantastic for collaboration. When you're working together, you see each other's updates in real time. So as you scribble something down, the changes you make appear right away on your collaborator's iPad. Live collaboration even works with stickers and images. And when you drop an image into a PDF, you can still annotate right on top of it. If you need to finish later, you can use live collaboration from anywhere. It's even great combined with a FaceTime call. With PDFs and notes, note-taking and markup are going to be a breeze.
There's even more, like improvements to Stage Manager, where we're adding even more flexibility to the position and size of your windows, giving you more control over your workspace. And you can now take advantage of the built-in camera on your external display for FaceTime and conference calls. And Freeform, which gets new drawing tools like watercolor, fountain pen, and shape recognition, along with a new feature called Follow Along that lets you follow a collaborator and track as they move around the canvas. macOS is the heart of the Mac. Introducing macOS Sonoma, a big new release that will make your Mac more delightful and even more productive. First, many of the features we talked about earlier on iOS and iPadOS are going to be great on the Mac, with stunning new screensavers that show beautiful slow-motion videos of places around the world. Not only are they becoming more powerful, they're also now available somewhere new. Before, widgets on Mac were available here in Notification Center. But sometimes you want to see information at a glance while you're using your Mac. Now you can, by simply bringing your widgets right into view here on the desktop. If I open up Mail, my widgets instantly fade into the background so I can focus on the task at hand. If I switch my wallpaper, you'll see the widgets are intelligently tinted based on the color behind them. To add more widgets, I can bring up the widget gallery, where I have all the widgets I know and love on my Mac. I don't need to install these apps on my Mac to use the widgets. My iPhone just needs to be nearby or on the same Wi-Fi network. And just like on iPad and iPhone, widgets on the Mac are now interactive. So you can use your car widget from your iPhone to start cooling off your car. Photographers can select photos on their desktop, and with the Shortcuts widget, they can tap into Pixelmator Pro to apply a signature look and get them ready to submit for a campaign. All with a single click. Let's talk about gaming.
Apple Silicon fundamentally changed the game. Tens of millions of Macs can run demanding games with great performance, long battery life, and breathtaking visuals, presenting an unprecedented opportunity for developers to bring their games to more players than ever before. And since introducing Metal 3 with powerful new features like Metal Effects upscaling, demanding games like Resident Evil Village have seen huge performance gains. This year, macOS takes the gaming experience even further with Game Mode, giving players an edge when performance is measured in precious milliseconds, ensuring the game gets the highest priority on the CPU and GPU, keeping your background tasks to a lower usage, and delivering an optimized gaming experience with even smoother and more consistent frame rates. And Game Mode makes gaming on Mac even more immersive, dramatically lowering audio latency with AirPods. and significantly reducing input latency with Xbox and PlayStation controllers by doubling the Bluetooth sampling rate, providing in-game responsiveness you can really feel. Game mode works with any game, including all of these recent and upcoming Mac games. We are so excited to see developers bringing more games to the Mac. And to help with that, Metal provides a new game porting toolkit to make it even easier for developers to port their games from other platforms. A process that used to take months can now be done in days. And there's another big game coming to Mac this year. Here's legendary game creator Kojima-san from Kojima Productions.
はい、皆さんこんにちは、僕らが現在取り組んでいる Mac のプロジェクトを本日ここで皆さんにご紹介できることをとても嬉しく思っています。僕自身、1994年に最初の Mac を購入して以来の Apple の大ファンです。そして僕とチームが手掛けた作品を Mac でお届けすることが長年の夢でもありました。Mac でのゲーム体験はついに新しい時代に突入しました。その時代に合わせてデストランディング、ディレクターズカットの Mac 版のリリースが2023年年末に決定したことをここで発表させていただきます。Mac 版デストランディング、ディレクターズカットでは、Apple の最新の、テクノロジーを最大限に生かしたゲーム体験を皆さんにお届けしたいと思います。メタル FX アップスケーリングによる、高精度なグラフィックをはじめ Apple シリコンの素晴らしいパフォーマンスやモダンなレンダリングパイプラインを兼ね備えたメタル3には今回とても驚かされました。ぜひ多くの皆さんにこの革新的かつエキサイティングな新しい Mac の環境に触れていただければと思っています。このデストランディングディレクターズカットを皮切りに今後の、小島プロダクションタイトルについても Apple プラットフォームへの展開を積極的に行っていく予定です。デストランディング、ディレクターズカットの先行予約は近日中に開始する予定です。ぜひ楽しみにお待ちください。それでは Thank you.
We spend a lot of time on video calls, but when you share your screen, your face and presence can get lost. This year, we have great new ways to help you present remotely. A new video effect called Presenter Overlay elevates your presence by including you on top of the content you're sharing. With Small Overlay, your face appears in a movable bubble, so it's easy to be seen while showcasing your work. With Large Overlay, you remain prominent while your shared screen is framed beautifully next to you. We separate you from the background and layer your screen in between, so you can walk, talk, and move in front of your content. We also have a new reactions video effect. When you want to let others know how you feel, you can add a reaction that seamlessly blends your video with balloons, confetti, hearts, and more. They're fun and have a cinematic quality with depth and focus. And you can trigger these effects with a gesture. When you're really impressed, 2 thumbs up brings on a celebratory display of fireworks. You can use these new video effects with any app, like FaceTime, Zoom, Teams, WebEx, and more.
Safari is the best way to browse the web. With macOS Sonoma, Safari is the world's fastest browser. Safari is powered by WebKit, which provides incredible technology that is used by over 1 million apps. We've added even more features for developers. And we're adding even more, including beautiful advancements to typography. Safari was built from the ground up to protect your privacy and was the first browser to introduce private browsing. This year, we're taking it a step further. Private browsing now locks your private browsing windows when you're not using them, completely blocks known trackers from loading on pages, and removes tracking from URLs as you browse in private browsing. We're now adding the ability to securely share passwords and passkeys with the people you're closest with. Everyone in a group can add and edit passwords to keep them up to date. And since sharing is through iCloud Keychain, it's end-to-end encrypted. Many of us use Safari for a mix of work and personal browsing and would love a way to separate browsing between topics. Profiles help you separate your cookies, history, extensions, tab groups, and favorites. so you can sign into the same site with your work account and personal account and quickly switch between them. And if you're a student, set up a unique collection of extensions and favorites just for school. Web apps on Mac. Let's check them out. With web apps, we're elevating the websites you use most often with some of the same great features as apps. I use Confluence all the time. I'll make it a web app so it doesn't get lost in my other browsing. From the File menu, I can click Add to Dock, and the title and icon load automatically. When I click Add, the icon instantly appears in the dock. Now I can close this window in Safari. When I launch my web app, I get an app-like experience with a simplified toolbar. On Mac, you can create a web app for any website, and developers don't have to do any extra work for their web app to look great. It also works great with Stage Manager, Mission Control, Spotlight, and other ways you access apps.
And that's macOS Sonoma. Now, let's take a look at audio and home experiences. We continue to focus on features that entertain, inspire, and bring us closer together. So let's start off with what's new for AirPods.
AirPods are the most popular headphones in the world. We are excited to announce adaptive audio. It combines the best of both listening modes into one, making it even easier to move through environments and interactions that are constantly changing. Adaptive audio dynamically blends transparency and active noise cancellation to match the conditions of your surroundings. So you can stay present within your environment while distracting noises are automatically reduced. And now, with personalized volume, we use machine learning to understand your listening preferences over time, together with the outside conditions, to deliver the best media experience for you in the moment. We are also adding an incredible new way to engage with others around you while wearing AirPods Pro. Just start speaking, and conversation awareness will automatically lower your music, focus on the voices in front of you, and reduce background noise.
Hey, Corey. Hey, how you doing? Good. Are you going to be at the C141278 meeting later? Definitely, I'll be there. Awesome. I've got something I'd love to run by you. Look forward to it. See you there. See ya.
Another AirPods benefit is being able to take calls on the go.
Hey there.
Adaptive audio helps when you're on a call in loud environments as well, by proactively reducing the noise around you. And for added convenience, you can press to quickly mute or unmute yourself as needed. We're also improving the AirPods automatic switching experience across the ecosystem. And for the moments when you want to share your content with those around you, there's AirPlay.
AirPlay is the easiest way to share your audio, videos, and photos to nearby speakers and screens. And we're making AirPlay more seamless than ever. Your iPhone and iPad now use on-device intelligence to learn your AirPlay preferences. So if you usually listen to music while you cook dinner, the nearby HomePod in the kitchen will automatically show up. And not only can you start to play music using AirPlay from your iPhone, you can now also ask Siri on your HomePod to start an AirPlay session, letting you play even more of your favorite content using just your voice. Just say, Siri, play Arlo Parks on SoundCloud. We're excited about launching AirPlay in hotels. With AirPlay support in hotels, it's easy to take advantage of the big screen in your room to watch an episode of your favorite show or practice tomorrow's presentation. Pairing is simple. Just scan the QR code and tap the confirmation. That's it. You're automatically connected to Wi-Fi and ready to resume watching from right where you left off. We have some exciting updates coming to Apple Music and CarPlay. Today, adding a song to a road trip might mean sharing a phone, passing a cable, or sending a link. We want to make it easier for others in the car to control the music and add to what's playing, even passengers in the backseat. That's why we're thrilled to bring SharePlay to the car. Now, when the driver's iPhone is connected to CarPlay, any passenger's iPhone will automatically suggest joining their session. Just tap to connect. From there, it's easy to play your favorite music, control playback, and enjoy the ride together. Next, let's turn to tvOS and Apple TV. which work incredibly well with all your Apple devices to deliver the best of television along with all of your entertainment. In tvOS 17, we've completely redesigned Control Center, making it more intuitive to do things like access AirPod settings, home cameras, system controls, and user profiles, all with a touch of the Siri remote. And for the times when you can't find your Siri remote, you can now use your iPhone to locate it and get back to watching TV. Now, to enjoy these special moments even more, you can select Memories as your screensaver and see your photos perfectly framed with fluid animations and transitions. FaceTime is coming to Apple TV. So when you launch FaceTime on Apple TV, it wirelessly connects to your iPhone or iPad and lets you use their camera and microphone to join a call. Let's check it out. You can place a call on your iPhone or from Apple TV. Or you can pick up a call from a friend on your iPhone and easily move it to Apple TV. Apple TV takes full advantage of the cameras on your iPhone and iPad for effects like center stage. As you move around or when someone enters the room, you'll always stay perfectly framed. At any time, you can interact using gestures that'll show up on everyone's screen. And because it's Apple TV, you have access to all of your favorite shows and movies. With SharePlay, you can easily watch together and everyone stays in sync. And for developers, we're adding continuity camera APIs to make the biggest screen in your home more connected and entertaining. So apps like Zoom and WebEx will be coming to tvOS for the very first time by the end of this year. These are some of the features coming to audio and home.
watchOS is the world's most advanced wearable operating system. Let's take a closer look. We're introducing a way for you to enjoy a beautiful watch face, like portraits, while still giving you quick access to information you care about. Now from any watch face, you can simply turn the digital crown to reveal widgets in a smart stack. I can start off my day with a glance at the forecasts and headlines, and the smart stack uses machine learning to show you relevant information right when you need it. So later in the day, you'll see some upcoming meetings, tasks you need to complete, or medications to log. It's so convenient to check what you have to take care of next. And you can long press to add a widget to the smart stack, like sleep data. And there's even a widget that can hold your favorite complications, like timers. Let's start a timer. Now when I'm back at my watch face, I can simply scroll up and the timer shows up right here, so you can easily see how much time is left or pause it with a tap. This also works great for other active sessions, like stopwatch, workouts, or listening to podcasts. We've also redesigned apps across watchOS 10, World Clock, which now features dynamic background colors that reflect the time of day. And I can easily see when it might be a good time to call a friend in a different time zone. The app redesign includes corner icons that I can tap to get to my weekly summary, sharing, or awards. And we've even redesigned the trophy case so you can see awards in progress and challenges you've completed. And when you rotate the digital crown, it shows new full-screen views for move, exercise, and stand. We're also introducing 2 new watch faces. Palette is a beautiful new face where time is depicted in a wide variety of gorgeous colors. We're bringing Snoopy and Woodstock to Apple Watch. They can be playful with the watch hands, react to the weather conditions in your area, or even get active with you. It's terrific to have Snoopy on Apple Watch.
Apple Watch can now connect to Bluetooth-enabled bike sensors, so you can add cadence and power to your standard metrics and even try out a new cycling power workout view. Using power, heart rate, and motion data, Apple Watch will estimate your functional threshold power, known as FTP, which is the highest level of cycling intensity that you could theoretically maintain for an hour. And by taking a percentage of your FTP, we can provide power zones, where you can easily see which zone you're in and track how long you spend in each. In watchOS 10, cycling workouts from your Apple Watch now automatically show up as a live activity on your iPhone. Tapping the live activity will take over the entire display, This is perfect for views like heart rate zones, elevation, power zones, as well as a new view for current and max speed, distance, and more. In watchOS 10, Compass will automatically generate 2 new waypoints for you. A new cellular connection waypoint will indicate the last place you had reception with your carrier if you ever need to check your messages or make a call to your family. And in the case of an emergency, another new waypoint will indicate where on your route you can make an emergency call using any available carrier's network. We're also introducing a new elevation view. Using altimeter data, you can see a 3-dimensional view of your saved waypoints. Starting in the US, we're introducing a new topographic map with contour lines, hill shading, and elevation details, along with points of interest and trailheads. You can use search to discover nearby trails and trailhead categories. watchOS 10 also introduces new APIs for developers. The powerful motion sensors on Apple Watch Series 8 and Ultra can detect rapid changes in direction and acceleration, like when swinging a golf club or a tennis racket. Developers will have access to this high-frequency motion data. For example, GolfShot can detect small wrist movements to refine your golf swing, or to help your tennis serve, Swing Vision can analyze your pronation, which is the twisting motion of your forearm, wrist, and hand. And apps like Training Peaks will be able to use a new API to create a workout program that you can access directly from the workout app on Apple Watch.
With watchOS 10 and iOS 17, we're moving into 2 new areas with privacy at the core. First, let's talk about mental health. So you'll now be able to log your momentary emotion and your daily mood in a discreet and convenient way from the Mindfulness app in watchOS 10. You can use the digital crown to scroll through the engaging, multi-dimensional shapes and choose how you're feeling. For added benefit to your well-being, you can also identify what's making you feel that way. Maybe it's your family or travel. And you can describe your feelings further, like grateful or excited. Even if you don't have an Apple Watch, you can use the Health app on iPhone and iPad to log your state of mind. You can see insights like what's been contributing most to your state of mind and how your lifestyle might be playing a role, such as exercise, mindful minutes, and sleep. There may be times when it would be helpful to more deeply understand your state of mind and if you'd benefit from some additional support. So you'll now be able to take standardized assessments often used in clinics to answer questions about how you're feeling, right in the Health app, and then see your current risk for depression or anxiety. The other important area of focus for us this year is vision health, and specifically the reduction of myopia. Now Apple Watch can measure the amount of time spent in daylight using the ambient light sensor, and it can be viewed in the Health app. With family setup, time in daylight can be measured from a child's Apple Watch, even if they don't have their own iPhone. And with health sharing, parents will be able to keep track of it. We're introducing a new feature called Screen Distance. It uses the same true depth camera that powers Face ID on iPad and iPhone to measure if a child is holding their device too close for an extended period of time, and then encourages them to move their device farther away. Screen Distance can also help adults reduce digital eye strain.
Your information in the Health app, including mental health and vision health data, is encrypted on device and only accessible with your passcode, Touch ID, or Face ID, and it's never shared without your explicit permission. watchOS 10 is a major milestone, giving Apple Watch an enormous update.
ROS releases will be available as developer betas today, and each of them will have a public beta next month. All of these OS releases will be available to our users this fall.
We do have one more thing. This is a day that's been years in the making. So today, I'm excited to announce an entirely new AR platform with a revolutionary new product. Introducing Apple Vision Pro. Vision Pro is a new kind of computer that augments reality by seamlessly blending the real world with the digital world. It's the first Apple product you look through and not at. Vision Pro feels familiar, yet it's entirely new. You can see, hear, and interact with digital content just like it's in your physical space. And you control Vision Pro using the most natural and intuitive tools, your eyes, hands, and voice. With Vision Pro, you're no longer limited by a display. Your surroundings become an infinite canvas. Use your apps anywhere and make them any size you want. Capture photos and videos and relive your most important memories in an entirely new way. Watch your movies, shows, and sports, and immerse yourself in games on a giant screen surrounded by spatial audio. And connect with people as if you're sharing the same space. Apple Vision Pro will introduce us to spatial computing.
For the first time, we've designed a fully three-dimensional interface. When you first put on Vision Pro, you see your space and everything in it. The home view lives right in front of you. It's where you find all of your apps. It's familiar, yet revolutionary. The entire interface looks and feels truly present in your room. Every element has been crafted to have a sense of physicality. They have dimension, respond dynamically to light, and even cast shadows to help you understand scale and distance. Experiences in Vision Pro aren't constrained to the boundaries of a display. They can freely fill the space around you. It's easy to make apps any scale, even larger than life. And you can place apps exactly where you want them, anywhere in your space. It feels natural, like moving real objects. And launching new apps doesn't take space from existing ones. They simply occupy a new space centered around you. And apps can expand fully into your space, like during a mindfulness session, where you can create a private moment of calm. And with Vision Pro, apps and experiences can do something else remarkable. They can grow beyond the dimensions of your physical room with environments. Environments extend and transform your space, enabling otherwise impossible experiences. And they've been captured fully volumetrically, so you can control how immersed you are by simply turning the digital crown. Whether extending a small portion of your room or being fully immersed within an environment, you can use these beautiful landscapes to focus, reduce clutter in busy spaces, or as an inspiring new view. You browse the system simply by looking. It's effortless. App icons suddenly come to life when you look at them. In fact, every graphical element has a sense of vitality and responds to your eyes. Simply tap your fingers together to select and gently flick to scroll. Was that you're never isolated from the people around you. You can see them and they can see you. Your eyes are a critical indicator of connection and emotion. So Vision Pro displays your eyes when someone is nearby. It's incredible. This breakthrough innovation is called Eyesight. Not only does Eyesight reveal your eyes, it provides important cues to others about what you're focused on. This is how it looks when using apps. And this changes when you're fully immersed in an experience, sending a clear signal to those around you that you can't see them at the moment. When someone is nearby, they will appear in your view. And Vision Pro will simultaneously reveal your eyes to them.
You can receive a 3D object in Messages, pull it out, and look at it from every angle, just as if it was there in front of you. It's magical. Vision Pro also works seamlessly with familiar Bluetooth accessories, like Magic Trackpad and Magic Keyboard, which are great when you're writing a long email or working on a spreadsheet in Numbers. And you can even bring your Mac wirelessly into Apple Vision Pro, just by looking at it. Place your Mac screen wherever you want and expand it, giving you an enormous, private, and portable 4K display. Vision Pro is engineered to let you use your Mac seamlessly within your ideal workspace. So you can dial in the White Sands environment and use other apps in Vision Pro side by side with your Mac. Apple Vision Pro has an amazing FaceTime experience. FaceTime now becomes spatial, taking advantage of the room around you. You can join a group call and see everyone life-size. As new people join, FaceTime simply expands.
Vision Pro is Apple's first 3D camera. It lets you capture and relive your memories in 3D with spatial audio. It's magical and impossible to fully appreciate on a two-dimensional screen. It's easy to capture a spatial photo or video with just the press of a button. And eyesight makes it clear to those around you when you are capturing one. You can capture a spatial video of a fun moment with your kids, to share it with your family, or to experience all over again for years to come. And with the cinema environment, turn any room into your own personal movie theater. This environment lets you focus fully on the movie and is built to give you a fantastic viewing experience, like on an airplane. Use your AirPods, sit back, and dial in an environment, and you can enjoy a movie while the seats and sounds around you disappear. It's amazing. In Vision Pro, 3D movies have incredible depth and crisp motion. Although impossible to see on a 2D screen, it feels as if you are looking right into the movie itself. There is no other device in the world that can deliver this quality of 3D movie experience. And beyond video, you can experience interactive storytelling in amazing new ways. Like with Encounter Dinosaurs, where you can look back into a prehistoric time, seeing dinosaurs interact right in front of you, in 3D with spatial audio. You can play your favorite Apple Arcade games, like NBA 2K23 on a screen as large as you want, with incredible audio and game controller support. There will be over 100 arcade titles available for you to play on day one.
And we believe Apple Vision Pro is a revolutionary platform that can make our vision a reality. And I'm excited to announce that Disney Plus will be available on day one.
For those who wear glasses, we teamed up with Zeiss to create custom optical inserts that magnetically attach to the lenses. They accommodate a huge range of vision correction without compromising display performance or eye tracking accuracy. Vision Pro supports all-day use when plugged in and up to 2 hours of use with the external high-performance battery. A separate battery means that you don't wear that weight on your head. The soft aluminum form slips easily into your pocket and connects via a supple woven cable.
Vision Pro has 23 million pixels across 2 panels that are each just the size of a postage stamp. That's more pixels than a 4K TV for each eye. Personalized sound is delivered through the integrated dual driver audio pods, allowing us to create ambient spatial audio, where your brain is totally convinced that sounds are coming from the environment around you. Beyond personalizing sound to you, Vision Pro matches the sound to your room by analyzing the features and materials of your space using a technique called audio ray tracing. The system also provides high-resolution video to the displays, enables precise head and hand tracking, performs real-time 3D mapping, and more. A high-performance eye tracking system uses high-speed cameras and a ring of LEDs that project invisible light patterns onto the eyes for responsive, intuitive input. It processes input from 12 cameras, 5 sensors, and 6 microphones. For digital communication like FaceTime, Vision Pro goes beyond conveying just your eyes and creates an authentic representation of you. After a quick enrollment process using the front sensors on Vision Pro, the system uses an advanced encoder-decoder neural network to create your digital persona. This network was trained on a diverse group of thousands of individuals. It delivers a natural representation which dynamically matches your facial and hand movement.
I'm doing well, thank you.
With your persona, you can communicate with over 1 billion FaceTime-capable devices. When viewed by someone in another Vision Pro, your persona has volume and depth not possible in traditional video. Vision OS. It's built on the foundation of the decades of engineering innovation in macOS, iOS, and iPadOS. To that foundation, we added a host of new capabilities to support the low latency requirements of spatial computing.
Vision Pro lets developers reimagine existing apps and create brand new ones. Developers can use familiar tools and frameworks like Xcode, SwiftUI, RealityKit, and ARKit to make new apps for Vision Pro. And to streamline the preparation of 3D content for spatial apps, we built Reality Composer Pro, which makes it easy to assemble complex scenes with realistic objects. And today, we are excited to share that we've been working with Unity to bring those apps to Vision Pro. So popular Unity-based games and apps can gain full access to Vision OS features, such as pass-through, high-resolution rendering, and native gestures. Apple Vision Pro will have a brand new app store where users can discover and download all the apps built for Vision OS, as well as compatible iPad and iPhone apps.
Optic ID. This new system uses the uniqueness of your iris, which is distinct even with identical twins, to instantly unlock Vision Pro. Optic ID works seamlessly with features like Apple Pay, App Store purchase, and password autofill. There is so much invention in Vision Pro that we filed over 5,000 patents during its development. Apple Vision Pro starts at $34.99. It will be available early next year on Apple.com and at Apple retail stores in the US, with more countries coming later next year.
Big thanks to everyone at Apple who made today possible. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great week and a great WWDC.